Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm starting off with these layered forms, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm running low on tips, and also because I really like layering forms to get a super long stiletto. It will be a lot easier than layering tips to get a super long stiletto, and I don't even have any stiletto tips or any tips this long for that matter. Anyway, that's why I'm layering the form, and I'm starting off by building up some color on the nail. And I'm just going in with this color for the whole entire nail, and that's all I'm gonna do for this part. Really simple. And I'm making sure to keep my side walls in so the nail doesn't end up bulky, and especially because this is only the first layer of color, so I definitely wouldn't want this to be bulky at all. After I lay all that color down, I'm going in with some green glitter, and then I'm gonna go in with some iridescent glitter. Everything will be linked below. I get all my stuff from Shein and Ramui because it's super duper cheap, and they have some really pretty stuff, so why not? So I'm just applying this glitter, and I'm gonna put this in a diagonal line at the top and then a diagonal line at the bottom, and then for the empty spaces I'm gonna fill that in with iridescent glitter. I would also like to mention that I'm just applying this glitter with monomer and nothing else at the moment. After I finish applying all the glitter, I'm gonna cover it in like a thin layer of clear, and then I'm gonna encapsulate the nail. Moving on to encapsulation, I'm not worrying about an apex on this nail for I think maybe 2 reasons. So the first reason is because it's on the practice hand, so who cares? Nobody's gonna be wearing this long ass nail anywhere, so don't need to worry about an apex. The second reason is because it's super long. I'm not out here trying to use up all of my clear acrylic on this practice hand on this super duper long nail. Now, if this was a shorter nail, then I would build up an apex, even if it's on a practice hand. But this nail is really, really long. This nail is almost as long as my whole hand. So, and I got big old hands, so it's a long nail. If you're doing a nail this long on yourself, go ahead and build up your apex if you're going to be, wanting to wear them for a long time. But otherwise, if it's just for content like this is, don't worry about an apex. I might have had this little band-aid thing on my thumb in a few videos, but it's just because, wait, I actually can't remember why. I think it might have been because I accidentally filed some of my skin with my e-file, with my 5-in-1 bit, and if you know, you know, that it hurts like crazy, so I had to wrap it up. So I kind of go about filing these super long nails the same way I file any nail. I like to start off with the side walls because if I don't get those straight first, I don't know, it just bothers me. I like to have those nice and neat, and then I go in on the surface of the nail and make sure that everything is smooth, even, just like any other nail, and then I seal the cuticle. And then after I seal the cuticle, I kind of file on the surface of the nail a little bit with the e-drill, and then I go back in with my hand file. So it's not exactly how I file normal nails, but I just want to do a little extra work on this one because it's super long, as you can tell, obviously, and it needed a little bit more work. I would say if you had like a size 16, maybe 24 brush, size 24, I don't know if that exists, but if you had like a really big brush, the application would come out a lot smoother. But I have a size 8 brush, so it's gonna be a little lumpy dumpy. So once I'm done filing, I wipe the nail off with alcohol to remove any dust because I'm going to be doing some nail art, and you want to wipe your nails off with alcohol anyway because you want them to be clean, because even if you're not going to be doing any nail art, you're most likely going to be doing a gel top coat. Unless you like regular polished top coat, still clean your nails off. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a spider web, and I recommend using a reference picture, but I didn't do that because I was lazy. I didn't feel like looking up what a spider web looked like. So I just started drawing a bunch of lines, a bunch of big lines first. So I'm doing these big old lines first, and they don't need to be perfect or straight or anything like that because it's spider webs. Spider webs sometimes be a little wonky anyway. After these big old straight lines, or not straight, doesn't matter, I'm doing smaller lines in between them that are slightly curved. I'm doing them in between every single little thing, and I'm making them line up with each other for the most part. And then you'll have what I consider a spider web. So now, after curing that for 60 seconds or however long it needs to cure, I top coating it before I use Macart rhinestone glue to adhere this big old spider. So this spider I made using acrylic, and I can't really do a tutorial on how to make it because I'm not going to make it ever again. It was really hard. I did each of the little legs individually and then had to stick them on. It was hard to do, but it's a really beautiful glittery spider and I love it. So I really want to use it, and I'm not going to use it on myself because it's huge. So I'm using it on this nail here today. So I just kind of stuck it on and then flash cured it. And since I was going to take it off, I didn't care if it was adhered properly or not. That's why I put a top coat first. Normally I wouldn't put a top coat first, but anyway, here's the finished results. I really like how it came out. It's super shiny and glittery and spooky. So that's it.